Hello, welcome. I'm back. I'm super happy to be back, to be pumped for this one. Hello, Skillshare. My name is David Osamuje. It has been a long time out due to some reasons, personal reasons. But I'm here again. I'm back and I'm back for good. I'm here to release weekly t-shirt design tutorial. T-shirt design tutorial to help you create your own design. So without wasting much of your time, I'm going to go straight right into this design, show you the process by which it's used by me, show you the way I do my thing, and you just learn from those things and make yours. So without wasting much of your time, we'll just go straight right to it. Today's theme t-shirt is going to be around SkillShare. So I'll just go to new. And this is the standard 4500 by 5400. This is the standard. Remember, we always want to do something at the beginning. You see this padlock where you see here? Yeah, just double tap, then press OK. So we want to do that for some reason, because when we're done designing, we want to be able to put off the layer so that we can transfer it to any color of shirt we deem it fit for. So without wasting much of the time, the first stage is to bring in our shape. So I'll over mouse to this shape. This is the ellipse tool. I'll just click on it once. If you're just using Photoshop for the first time, you might want to click down and you see you have other shapes, but you want to click on the ellipse tool. So you over to your Canva, turn it over to your Canva. Then you press on your Shift key button, your left mouse click button, and drag the circle outward. It's going to create a kind of big circle. That's what we want at first. So now we just position that somewhere at the top. To make sure we position it in the middle, we're just going to press our Control key button and click on layer 0, and make sure we click on this center, align center. You see horizontal center, you click on it once, you see it moved the circle. So now we have that in the middle. So now I already downloaded the SkillShare logo, so I'll just look for it. This is it. I already downloaded this one. This is the first one before they updated to this one. So this is the one we'll be using in this design. So now you can see we have that. So we'll just bring it into this design. We press enter, create clipping marks. So now we've created the clipping marks. So if we put off this, we're just left with the design. That is the first step. So now what are we going to do? You notice SkillShare, they already have their own branding, this green and this dark shade. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to change the color of this ellipse tool. So we'll double tap on that and we'll just change the color to this. As you can see, it's that simple, not complicated. We're just about 3 minutes into this. Your design should not be complicated. It should be super easy to work with, super easy to conduct and bring to life, just something amazing. Please, I would advise you to watch to the end. We are not done. I'm still going to show you by the end, when we are done designing. I'm still going to show you how to transfer it onto a 3D mockup, where to get the mockups, so that you can do this for yourself. You can do this for yourself without the help of a freelancer. So if this is something you're interested, I would advise you watch to the very end. It's a simple short course, a simple short and straightforward course. It's not complicated. So let's get straight right into it. We're going back. So what are we going to do now? We are adding a text layer. So to do that, we'll click on the clipping marks again. And we'll do what we did in the first step. We press our Shift key button and left mouse key button and drag outwards. Now we have that overlay. So just make sure we click that to make sure it matches. So yes, it matches. Now we'll click back on that. Then we'll click no stroke, which is this one. Click on that because we need it for the text layer. So we'll go back to text and now write our text in here. So but to do that, I'll first increase this to about 48 and change this color to about, let's say, green. Change this color to green. So now that we're done with that, so just click and we'll start writing. For this one, it's going to be it's going to say learn write every day. So that's what it's going to say. Learn right every day. As you can see, it's quite small, so I'm going to Control A to highlight that. Then I'll just increase it significantly. I'll just increase it, as you can see. So now it has the learn right every day. So now what am I going to do next? I'll just go click on this black arrow because I want it to appear under instead of on top. So I'll just click on this black arrow and just drag it in. So you see it says learn right every day. Learn right every day. So now we have that. We're just gonna shift it down a little. Now we have the effect just the way we want it to be. You can see your shirt should not be complicated. You can do this for your own branding. It's super easy, not complicated. Don't make a design super complicated. So the next step we want to do here is just create a call it a stroke. Call it a stroke, or you leave it the way it is. Any which way you decide to do it is fine. It's totally alright to leave it the way it is if you are okay with what you have done already. So for me, I'll just give it a little stroke and I'll pick my color from this. So now if I press enter and just increase this a bit, you have the learn right every day. You can see, so it gives it that effect, that joint together effect. So now that we'll have that, just press OK. Then now we're going to turn off the background. Now we're left with our design. As you can see, we left with our main design. Now our design is done. We can, because this already has that effect, we can create the effect also on this circle. So to do that, we'll just double tap on this and go back to stroke and create same effect. Just create same effect. This should be 20, as you can see. So we have that as 20. So now we have our design just the way we want it to be. Super easy, super neat, not complicated. And now we can take this over and post it on our shirt, or send it to our printer or printing press where they print shirts to print it for you. So with this, it's super easy. We already have our design all set up. It took us about 7 minutes. We're not done yet, so please, I advise you to still stick around with me on this. It's super easy. I'll show you how, if you already have your design, I'll show you how to put it on do it with Canva. So I'll just press save as pictures, SkillShare. So I'll just change this. So once you're done saving it, just make sure you always go through to check to make sure your design saved properly. That is super important. If your design is not properly saved, there will be a lot of issues. So just make sure the designs are properly saved. So just wait for this to finish, then we'll go back to pictures and look for it. Just look for it here. So this is it. This is the design. So now we see we have it. So if you are using, maybe you don't want to use Photoshop for your design, you can use other means, but I prefer to use Photoshop. So I'll just leave this at that. So the next step now will be for us to put it on a 3D mockup, like you see on this one. So we'll just put on a 3D mockup. So now just go to pictures. Okay, we're on pictures, mockup, 3D mockup. This is the mockup I always use. It's one of my favorites. So what you have to do now is just to click over and say your design. I'll double tap on that. I'll just delete this first one and second one, and I'll bring in our design. Just bring in our design. which is this one. I'll just bring it into, just drag it into the space. You can see, drag it into the space, and I'll just over my mouse to this edge. To reduce it, you have to press down 3 buttons, your Alt key button, Shift key button, and your left mouse click button, and drag inwards. That's simple as that. To increase, you drag outward. To reduce, drag inwards. So you just drag it inwards, press enter. Make sure we position it properly. Then we'll go to file and save. Now if we go back to our shirt, we're going to see it's going to be on our shirt, as you can see. Super easy shirt, creative shirt, not complicated, easy to make, super easy to make shirts. You can now promote these shirts on whatever site. If you are selling it, fine. If you are not, fine. If you are using it for your personal use, it's all cool. Just make sure you have your design all ready for you and you are good to go. So now you go to file, you save as, go to pictures, you save it as new. Okay, then you save it as PNG. You press save, and that's it. Your design is saved. Press OK. You watch it. Once it's saved, make sure you go back to cross check. It's very important. It's a process you have to always do. Make sure you go back to cross check that your design is available for you, and you can see a super neat design, easy. And I want to show you that it's high quality, so I will increase it. As you can see how far I increased it, and it's still super high quality. So that's the way it works. It's super easy. So now I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next week's video. Do have a lovely time. Stay blessed.